Yorana, my friends. Like I told you at the end of the previous episode, I'm going to show you a slice of paradise on this little planet we call Earth. You know you've arrived in paradise when you exit the plane using portable stairs, and people start taking pictures and videos on their way to the terminal building. There, of course, you're welcomed by live Polynesian music and very warm temperatures. The terminal building is quite small, but interestingly, the runway is one of the longest in the Pacific. It was actually designed to be used for emergency space shuttle landings. Walking to our hostel didn't take long, and I was so happy I chose by here. The experience was excellent, and I met other amazing travelers from all over the world. Most people on the island live in Hongaroa, the main town located in the south. You can really feel the difference between life here and anywhere else. It's calm, peaceful, and incredibly relaxing. The main reason why people visit Easter Island is, of course, to see the famous statues called moai. The mystery of how and why they were built is fascinating. There are a few you can visit freely, without a guide or a ticket. One of them is Uhukote Riku. This moai has its eyes restored, and it's actually the only one on the island today with eyes in place. It also wears a top knot, which is often mistakenly called a hat. Since it's located right by the coast and close to town, it's one of the most photographed moai on the island, and a perfect spot to catch the sunset. We'll definitely be coming back to see that later. Now, let's visit Ahuvaiuri. Located within the Tahari Ceremonial Complex, this features 5 moai statues standing side by side, each one unique in shape and size. Archaeological studies suggest that each moai on this platform represented a different important ancestor, standing watch over their clan, always facing inland to protect the people. White coral sand, warm Pacific waters, and graceful palm trees swaying in the breeze? Yeah baby, this is Anakena Beach. Right here, just steps from the water, are the moai of Ahu Now. These statues are some of the most well preserved on the entire island, with detailed carvings still visible on their backs. 7 moai once stood on this Ahu, and many of them still wear their red scoria topknots, symbols of high status and power. According to legend, Anakena is where the first Polynesian settlers, led by Atu Matua, landed on Rapa Nui. This beach is not just a paradise, it's the birthplace of the island's history. Standing here, it's easy to understand why this place is sacred. The blend of natural beauty and ancient culture creates a feeling that's hard to describe, peaceful, powerful, and deeply moving. Anakena is where Rapa Nui's story began. And even after centuries, its spirit is still very much alive. Our tour guide from Rapa Nui Dream was one of the best English-speaking guides on the island, and I want to thank him this way. Scattered across Rapa Nui, often overlooked by visitors, are ancient water reservoirs carved directly into volcanic rock. These features, known as tahita, were essential to daily life. With no rivers or streams on the island, fresh water was incredibly scarce. Pesa's simple yet ingenious systems are a reminder of how the islanders adapted to one of the most remote places on Earth, with creativity, resilience, and a deep understanding of the land. This is Uhutangariki, the largest ceremonial platform on Rapa Nui, and one of the most breathtaking sights in all of Polynesia. 15 giant moai stand shoulder to shoulder, facing inland, watching over the land and its people as they have for centuries. Each moai is unique in size and design, carved at Rapa Nui and transported here, some weighing over 80 tons. One of them still wears its red scoria topknot, a symbol of high status. Today, Tongariki is one of the most visited and photographed sites on the island, especially at sunrise, when the statues become silhouettes against the glowing horizon. We will come back to watch the sunrise. I tasted this weird plant. It was sweet and it just fell down from the tree next to us. This is Rapa Nui, the ancient quarry where the soul of Rapa Nui was carved in stone. Nearly all of the island's moai were born here, carved directly into the volcanic tuff of this crater's outer slopes. Some stand tall, others lie abandoned, as if frozen in time. Tools dropped, work stopped. And no one knows exactly why. Dozens of statues were never completed. One of them, still attached to the bedrock, would have been over 21 meters tall, the largest moai ever attempted. Walking here feels like stepping into a lost workshop. You can see the evolution of moai design, from early blocky forms to the refined giants we now recognize. Moai Tubuturi sits at the foot of Rapa Nui, the volcanic quarry where nearly all the island's moai were carved. But it's the only one in this posture, as if it's watching the mountain, or perhaps waiting for something more. Over there, you can see moais of Tongariki, and behind them, there is absolutely nothing but the ocean for thousands and thousands kilometers. Driving on the island can be tricky. You always have to watch out for potholes, cows, horses, and dogs. Akahanga wasn't just a place of worship. It was also a village. You can still see the outlines of stone houses, cooking pits, and even boat-shaped shelters built from rock. It is a site that hasn't been reconstructed, and that's exactly what makes it so powerful. These moai were left just as they were found, toppled and broken, lying face down on the ground. Vayu is home to one of the most impressive ceremonial platforms, known as Uhuhangati. Once a sacred space, now a haunting reminder of a time when statues were no longer raised, but pulled down. Around the Ahu, you'll also find the remains of an ancient village. Circular stone structures mark where families once lived, cooked, and gathered together, proof of how deeply connected daily life and spiritual life were here. Can you imagine yourself living here with no modern technologies? We have also visited another cool place. The volcanic eruptions that gave rise to Easter Island thousands of years ago, created lava channels that cover much of the subsoil. Anate Pahu, located on the foothill of the Manga Taravaka, is the largest cavern on the island and the best example of these large volcanic tubes. It was dark inside, but I was surrounded by our tour guide and people from our group, so I wasn't scared at all. Unlike most moai on the island, which face inland to watch over their villages, the 7 moai of Ahu Akivi face the ocean. Not the coastline itself, but toward the setting sun during the spring equinox. These moai are perfectly aligned with astronomical precision. Some researchers believe they may have served as a celestial calendar, helping the Rapa Nui people track important times of year for planting and ceremonies. What makes Benapu so different is its incredibly precise stonework. The large basalt slabs are carefully shaped and fitted together with remarkable accuracy. Some even say it resembles Inca masonry from South America. Unlike most Ahu on the island, which are built with rougher stone, this platform shows a level of craftsmanship that has sparked theories of ancient contact between distant cultures. Nearby, you can also see fallen moai and fragments of red scoria topknots. This is Orongo. This ancient ceremonial village sits between two worlds, the vast Pacific on one side, and the crater of Rano Kau on the other. It was here that a new religion rose from the fall of the moai building era, the Tangata Manu, or Birdman cult. Orongo was only used for part of the year. During the annual Birdman ceremony, tribal champions would compete in a daring race, climbing down the cliffs, swimming through shark-infested waters to the islet of Motu Nui, and retrieving the first egg of the city tern. The winner's sponsor became the Birdman for the year, a sacred and powerful figure, chosen by the gods through bravery and strength. Wow! What a beauty! An extinct volcano with a crater over a kilometer wide, Rano Kau feels like a world within a world. Its floor is filled with fresh water, reeds, and vegetation, creating a natural greenhouse that once helped sustain life on the island. Here, you stand between two extremes, the deep blue Pacific on one side, and the ancient green silence of the crater on the other. The steep walls of the crater plunge dramatically down, formed by eruptions thousands of years ago. The view is overwhelming, it feels like you're standing on the edge of time. Nothing lasts forever. Neither does our time on this island. So, during our last 2 days, I made sure to watch the sunset on the west side. Then visit a secret, amazing beach called Ova. Later on, I moved to Anakena Beach. Time went by quickly as I drove around Easter Island, taking in its magic. The next morning, after an early wake-up, I headed out to see the best sunrise of my life at Tamboriki. Look at it. And now it's time to say goodbye to everyone who watched my 2 videos from Chile. Thank you very much, and see you on my next trip. Bye!